And so now that we've collected the variable, we're going to go back to the our flag, or not our flag, our bolt, and we're going to do some processing on our bolts. So I'm going to go to Gen Stuff, and I'm going to find my blueprint class for my bolt, and double click it and open it. And here we have, right, we just displayed it. That's all we've done so far. We haven't done anything with it. So like before, like we did with the flag, we want to add a collision. So I'm going to add a collision, and we're just going to call it a box collision. And we're going to go down to the section for on component begin overlap, and we can write some code. And basically we just want to count how many of these items that we've collected and store the data in the variable. Well, to do this, we can't just start storing it on the variable. We first have to pull up the character that we did. So what we need to do is we're going to get a reference to the third person. So you're going to look for third person. So we're casting to BP third person character. Again, this is where if you did it in first person shooter, you'd be casting to the first person shooter. But we're doing this, and this is just so that we could go and get that variable that we wanted, that we put data in. We put a 0 in the third person character, right? And we then are going to, since we're going to do this, we should be able to, from here, get that collected value that we did. So right, I named it collected, so then you can see here we're getting the set collected. And what a set collected means is that we're going to be able to change the value of set collected. So if I wanted to, I could make that a 5, right? And so if it came to this, it's going to say set collected to 5. We don't want to set it to a specific value. What we want to do is incrementally add to it. So to add to it, we need to get the value of the current, what is currently in collected. And we're going to do that by going back from the third person, and we want to go from the blue section this time, and we're going to say get collected. And that is going to get us the value. It gives us a blueprint here that is going to give us the value of what's in collected. And so we want to set our value to what we got plus 1, right? Because we have this bolt, and we're going to be picking up the bolt, so we want to add. So we're going to use type in add and look for a new one, and you're going to see there's lots of options with the adds, like so utilities, an array, but we're not doing an array, we're not doing a map, but we are doing an operator. So an operator is like doing easy for me to say, huh? Mathematics, right? So plus, so addition and subtraction and multiplication, all of that, right? And so we want to add 1, and we're going to output that into the value that is set collected. And I'm just going to move these around just so it kind of lines up a little easier. So again, we're getting from the third person, we're collecting that information, getting what's currently in collected, we're adding 1, and we're sending that to this variable. Now we also need to get this connected, right? Because it had an object that needed to be set from it, so it's getting that from the third person character. And now, just so that we could print it to screen, that's what we're going to do, is print to string. And I want to print this value. I don't want to print hello. I want to print the values so that we can see on the string on the screen what the value is that we want. So we're going to click and drag that here. You're going to notice that the collected one was green, right? And this print string is pink. And that's because there are 2 different data types, right? This is an integer and this is a string. So it needed to convert the integer to a string. So it did that by using a blueprint that will do that conversion for us. And so it was nice and easy for us to do. We just had to click and drag, and it does it. Again, 2 seconds is not long enough. We're going to change that to 10. just so we could do it. And then we're going to test this out, see if it worked. We're going to hit compile, and I forgot that I needed to, this one, it has an error. So right, if I come in here and I scroll to the bottom, setting the threshold bigger to the flush. Interesting. That is not the error I thought we'd have. That's so. What I forgot to do, right, is kind of what I said over here, is everything always needs to have, if it has an input requirement, that's right, the stuff on the left-hand side are input requirements. It needs something. That means you have to go find what it needs to be inputted into it. And it needed to have it connected. And so this is the other actor, and it's just saying that, right, this is the bolt, and it's connected to the character. So when something else connects to it, then we need to have that connection here. So now we're going to go back to third person, and we're going to hit play. We're going to go to our rotating bolt here, and we're going to touch it. And you can see in the top right hand corner, it updated to 1. And if I do it again, it now updated to 2, 3, 4, and it'll keep going, right? So that was just a simple adding and displaying on the screen. In the next video, I will walk through how to create a HUD display to display that value.